Hugo Calderano was born on June 17, 1996, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, into a family that would come to recognize his exceptional potential in sports. From a young age, Hugo exhibited an interest in various athletic activities. But it was table tennis that would eventually capture his attention. His father, a former basketball player, and his mother, an enthusiastic supporter of sports, noticed early on that Hugo had a natural flair for agility and reflex-based games. At the age of 5, Hugo was introduced to table tennis by his father, who had a basic knowledge of the sport and was keen on encouraging his son's interests. It was not long before Hugo became captivated by the game, drawn to the sport's quick pace and precision. He began training regularly at a local club in Rio de Janeiro, where his early potential was quickly noticed. By the time he was 9, Hugo was already competing in local tournaments, winning his first titles in his early teens. Under the guidance of his coach, Claudio Cano, a former top-level Brazilian player, Hugo developed his skills further. Cano, who recognized Hugo's natural talent, nurtured him and helped him refine his technique. Hugo's talent for speed and precision, coupled with a fierce determination to succeed, made him a rising star in Brazil's table tennis scene. With his coach's guidance and a strong support system at home, Hugo's career began to take shape. Breakthrough and rising through the ranks. Hugo Calderano's breakthrough on the international scene came when he was just 15 years old. In 2011, Hugo made his debut in the International Table Tennis Federation (ITTF) World Tour, where he began to make his mark by competing against older, more experienced players. His natural athleticism, combined with a powerful forehand and a sharp tactical mind, allowed him to make an impression despite his young age. In 2013, Calderano made his first significant international breakthrough when he claimed the title at the Latin American Championships. This victory solidified his reputation as one of the top young players in Latin America. Over the next few years, he continued to rise steadily in the rankings, accumulating experience at major international tournaments and becoming a regular presence in ITTF events. However, it was in 2015 when Calderano truly began to shine on the world stage. That year, he won the Pan American Championships in both singles and doubles events, marking a pivotal moment in his career. This victory not only solidified his position as one of the continent's best players but also earned him a spot in the ITTF World Cup, where he competed against the world's top players. His performances in these tournaments earned him recognition from the global table tennis community, and he soon became a highly respected competitor on the international circuit. Calderano's hard work and commitment to improvement continued to pay off, as he began competing in the prestigious ITTF World Tour events, where he faced some of the biggest names in table tennis. His breakthrough year came in 2016, when he reached the semi-finals of the ITTF World Tour Grand Finals, a major accomplishment for a player so young. His performances in these high-profile tournaments were a clear sign of the potential he had to become a top-ranked player in the world. Peak career and major achievements. By 2017, Hugo Calderano had firmly established himself as one of the premier table tennis players in the world. That year marked a breakthrough in his career when he won his first ITTF World Tour title at the Portugal Open, defeating highly ranked players and showcasing his growing maturity on the international stage. This victory was a significant milestone in his rise to prominence. The 2017 ITTF World Cup was another landmark achievement for Calderano. He finished in 5th place in the tournament, once again demonstrating his ability to perform at the highest level. The tournament not only solidified his reputation as one of the rising stars in table tennis but also helped propel him into the upper echelons of the ITTF World Rankings. By the end of 2017, Calderano had broken into the top 30 in the world rankings, an impressive feat for a player in his early 20s. One of Calderano's greatest achievements came in 2018, when he earned a bronze medal in the World Table Tennis Championships held in Halmstad, Sweden. His performance in the singles competition was exceptional, and the medal marked a historic moment for Brazilian table tennis, as it was the first time in decades that a Brazilian player had earned a medal in the prestigious event. Calderano's bronze medal was a clear indication of his rising status in the sport, and it was a major milestone in his pursuit of excellence on the global stage. The following years were marked by continued success and accolades for Hugo Calderano. He became a regular fixture in the later stages of major international tournaments, with standout performances in ITTF World Tour events, as well as impressive finishes in the World Cup and World Championships. His aggressive playing style, quick reflexes, and mental toughness allowed him to defeat some of the biggest names in table tennis, including top Chinese players like Ma Long and Fan Zhendong, and other international stars such as Timo Boll and Zhang Jike. In 2019, Calderano achieved his career highest ranking, breaking into the top 10 of the ITTF World Rankings, a remarkable feat for a Brazilian player. This ranking made him the first ever Brazilian player to reach the top 10 in the men's singles event, further solidifying his legacy as a player of extraordinary skill and dedication. He followed this success by winning another ITTF World Tour title in 2019, at the Hungarian Open, where he defeated some of the world's top players to take the title. Throughout 2019 and 2020, Calderano continued to rack up impressive victories in various international events, including multiple ITTF World Tour titles and podium finishes in prestigious tournaments. His consistency and ability to handle pressure in big moments allowed him to remain one of the sport's top contenders. He also played an important role in helping Brazil secure strong performances in team events, including the Pan American Games. Challenges and continued ambitions. Although Calderano's career reached its peak with his ranking as one of the best in the world, his path was not without challenges. He faced stiff competition from seasoned players like Ma Long, Fan Zhendong, and Xu Xin, all of whom were formidable adversaries in major international events. Despite these challenges, Calderano's resilience and work ethic allowed him to remain a key contender, consistently competing at the highest level and making it clear that he was capable of defeating the world's best. As the sport of table tennis continues to evolve, so too does Calderano's game. His ability to adapt to new playing styles and tactics has allowed him to remain relevant in a rapidly changing sport. His focus on improving his backhand, serve, and overall consistency continues to be a key aspect of his development as a player. Final years and legacy. By 2023, Hugo Calderano had already accomplished more than most players in his generation. As one of the most accomplished Brazilian table tennis players in history, his achievements have not only elevated the profile of the sport in Brazil but also made a lasting impact on the global table tennis community. His remarkable career, which includes World Tour titles, a World Championship bronze medal, and a top 10 ITTF ranking, has earned him widespread respect and admiration. Looking toward the future, Calderano continues to set ambitious goals for himself. With the 2024 Paris Olympics on the horizon, he is focused on securing a place on the podium and potentially becoming Brazil's first ever table tennis Olympic medalist in men's singles. His legacy as one of Brazil's most successful athletes in the sport will continue to inspire future generations of players, particularly those from countries with a smaller table tennis tradition. As Hugo Calderano's career progresses, his impact on Brazilian and international table tennis will remain significant. His achievements have set the stage for even greater accomplishments, and his relentless drive to improve will ensure that he remains a key figure in the sport for years to come.